Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is December 2023, the festive season. We've got a tree happening here, and we're taking a look back at what happened in November 2023 in real estate in Ottawa, as well as where we sit year to date. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who you think might be interested in the stuff we're talking about today. You can also, right down below in the links, you can schedule an appointment directly with me using Calendly, or you can download our buyer guide or our seller guide. All of that is right down below. But let's just jump right in and we'll start talking about the number of transactions in the detached category. Single family homes in Ottawa for November was 385, a decrease of 2.4%, but an increase in terms of the HPI value up to 708.9. That's an increase of 1.6%. You can see there are more active listings. There's more things for you to choose from, 22.5% more than there were in 2022, as a matter of fact. And we have 4.2 months of inventory, which technically brings us into a balanced market state. It's the beginning of balanced market. They say balanced market is anywhere between 4 and 6 months, but that's where we're at. Year to date on the not the residential side, the single family side, we have a total number of sales of 5869, a decrease of 9.8%. The average price is down by 5.7, down to 821,238. So there's this little chart going around on social media that notes the total number of sales activity year to date at the end of November is 11,421. It's the lowest sales number we've seen in over 10 years. We hit that high point in 2021 in terms of number of sales. The prices don't seem to be falling as astronomically as the number of transactions does. They're holding firm on their prices, and the buyers are kind of wary about losing. So the sellers are saying, look, I'm not going to sell it for that lower price. And the buyer's saying, I don't want to miss out because this is the right home for me and my family. So it'll be interesting to see what unfolds in 2024 as we keep our eyes peeled and keep our eyes on the market. In the townhouse and semi-detached side, the total number of sales in November was 222, a decrease of 0.9%, but an increase again on the sale prices by 0.8%. You remember we're comparing back to 2022, which really had a drop off towards the end of the year, hitting a low point in December, January in 2022. Active listings, you can see we've got 14.6% more townhouses and semi-detached houses. And we're still in technically a seller's market because there are 3.2 months of inventory, but it is creeping away from that. Year to date, we're sitting at a total number of sales of 3,428, and it's a decrease of 13.6%. So again, less houses sold, and the average price is down by 8%, which is pretty significant considering 2023 is supposed to be, ramping up a little bit. But it is the most robust market segment. We see the most transactions happening in this segment. These are people who are entry-level buyers. It's the hardest segment to find fault with, really. Those entry-level consumers, people who are buying their first house, a townhouse, or a condo townhouse, will continue to show promise. There's always going to be buyers who are looking for that entry-level product. There's only 2.6 months of inventory. It's still the most contested segment out of all the different ones. The year-to-date price is a little bit lower than last year, but it's still higher than we saw in 2021. So that obviously is compared to 2022 versus 2021, bit of a change there. On the apartment side, so high-rise buildings, 114 sales, an increase of 6.5%. Average price of 424,300, increase of 1.2%. Active listings, you can see there's 4.4 more active listings than there were in November 2022. Right now, there's 425 condos. There's 3.7 months of inventory, so it is still technically the tail end of a seller's market. Year to date on the apartment side, you can see we're sitting at a decrease in terms of number of sales. Again, this is indicative of the social media post that I was talking about earlier. Decrease of 13.9%. Decrease in price year to date of 2.6%. And again, this month we saw more sales than in November 2022, but we're still down by 14% year to date on the apartment style category. Bit of a different note, we've just been granted access to a program called InfoSparks. It's a deep dive data tool that allows us to analyze, display, and share the information that we find on the market and on your home or apartment or semi-detached or townhouse in real time. This is going to improve your knowledge as a consumer with us because we're we're accessing this data and sharing it with you in real time. So if you'd like that data, or if you'd like to know anything about buying or selling, click that link right below. You can schedule a Calendly, schedule an appointment with me using Calendly, download the buyer guide, the seller guide. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this with someone who you think might be interested in this kind of thing. And until next time, ho, 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 and keep it real, collective.